Welcome back. If you've been with us all morning, if not, welcome those who have opted to join us for the initial Board of Directors meeting of the New York Renewable Energy Development Holdings Corporation. This will be a very brief organizational meeting. I'm John Koelmel and pleased to have the opportunity to chair this board and hence this meeting. With me are fellow trustees, B. Gonzalez, Cecily Morris, Michael Cusick, Adam Barsky, Laurie Wheelock, Dennis Trainor. Lewis Warren is excused, as is Justin Driscoll, who are both out and about serving the greater interests of the greater good. Other staff members, as always, have been assembled. Hopefully we won't need to call on any of you, but thank you for joining us nonetheless. As always, the meeting was scheduled and duly noticed as required by open meetings law, and I'm pleased to call it to order. First item is to approve the agenda. We've all had the opportunity to review that. Unless anyone has any amendments or changes thereto, I'd ask for a motion to approve the agenda as presented. Michael, thank you. Cecily, thanks very much. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. We're off and running. The New York Renewable Energy Development Holdings Corporation is in business. Adam, fellow board member and NYPA CFO, the floor is yours to kick us off.
Sure, and I'm also joined by Nick Gonzalez, who will be appointed today as the treasurer, and the other appointment of officers today would be appointing.
Well, let's not get ahead of us. We'll see how Nick does.
Okay, so
you'll be asking that Nick be appointed. So okay, let's just take this slow here. Okay.
So this is really administrative. It's really ratifying the actions that Justin had taken as being the sole incorporator, and replacing it with the full board, adopting the charter, the bylaws, and appointing the officers, which is Justin, myself, Laurie, Karen, Nick, and also authorizing us as a board to allow management to enter into a variety of different contracts. The limit of that would be up to Justin's already board-approved signing authority. So it's not requiring any.
NYPA board.
The NYPA board, right?
Separate
the
board.
Mothership.
Separate board.
The mothership.
Yep.
And also creating a contract between this entity and NYPA so that any services that are provided, there's an arm's length transaction. The corporation will pay their share of whatever costs it incurs so that it's truly viewed as a separate entity. That separateness is very important in underlying all of this in order to protect both the projects to be done on their own merits, as well as protecting NYPA as a whole. So, I mean, that's really the gist of it.
Subsidiary versus, it's not a third party. I mean, just clarify for the first time we're publicly discussing. So we have a wholly owned subsidiary, if you will, but it's just that, a separate legal entity.
Correct. Separate legal entity that therefore it should be having a service level agreement contract with the NYPA as an entity, so that it pays its fair share costs of whatever it's incurring as they're operating and doing out their business. And there will be from time to time other entities created under the subsidiaries, like a project company for each project, so that each project will have its own entity and stand on its own. We'll be coming back to you later on with those as those things materialize. And we'll also be reporting on a regular basis, even for whatever it is that the management and Justin is signing off on. We'll have a regular cadence and reporting of what the activity is of the various projects, similar to what Trustee Wheelock was discussing earlier this morning.
Any questions? Why we're here? What it's about? Okay.
No.
It's a means to a greater end.
Yes.
A better means to an even better end than we could otherwise accomplish on our own. So.
Absolutely. It'll leverage the money as well as, that you had authorized a release of $100 million last year. That 100 million has already been established in this entity. It's in a bank account. And, we'll come back for more releases once we exhaust that, because that will be used as the basis for our equity in various transactions with either on our own or with partners. So we believe that will get us up and going. We have a lot of, as Vanilla said, we have a lot of things in the pipeline that are ready to be
More mature and
more
ready for
mature and
investment.
acted on, where we'll have to put up some money for, whether it be at NYSERDA for a deposit or buying our share of the interest, what have you. So pre-development costs, sharing costs with developers, all of those expenses initially, and then leading up to a financing of those particular projects.
Okay,
And if any other questions, Nick has been
Nick, take us away.
been doing a great job on helping put this together.
Should I prepare reports? Let's go.
Sure.
So you got the one slide rule. Way to go.
Got the one slide, yes. Too much work to put a second slide together.
Excellent.
Good morning, members of
All
the
fine.
board of New York Renewable Energy Development Holdings Corporation, or what we're referring to as NYRED, because that's a mouthful. I want to start by thanking you all for accepting your positions on the board of NYRED, and would like to welcome everyone else to the inaugural meeting for this entity, which is a huge milestone in NYPA's renewable energy journey. For those who don't know me, my name is Nicholas Gonzalez, Senior Advisor for Renewable Energy here at the Power Authority. My responsibilities include supporting the renewable energy development team with commercialization, structuring, and financing of the renewable energy portfolio, and to help them deliver our renewable energy strategy. If you recall, back in September, the NYPA board approved, along with other related matters, for the authority to create NYRED, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Power Authority. And it was created under New York State Business Corporation Law in order to carry out and exercise the authority granted under Section 27A of the Public Authority Act, which essentially gives NYPA the ability to own and operate renewable energy projects in the state of New York, either alone or jointly with private developers. NYRED was created, among other reasons, to insulate NYPA from the liabilities of this new initiative and to maximize the impact of our renewable energy development authority. In that September board meeting, the NYPA board also approved in form the bylaws adopted by the initial board of directors, as well as a shared service agreement to be entered into between NYRED and NYPA to govern the services and the payment of services provided by the authority to NYRED. Since the board meeting in September 2024, NYPA has gone forward and submitted for incorporation, and on 11/21/2024 received a certificate of incorporation from the New York State Department of the State, with Justin Driscoll serving as the sole incorporator of NYRED. As a sole incorporator, Justin adopted the bylaws for NYRED and nominated you all to the board of NYRED. On December 31st, 2024, NYPA released the $100 million in equity approved in the board September board meeting to fund the operation and capital needs of the entity. Today, we are here at the inaugural NYRED board meeting to approve and adopt the organizing resolution of the board of directors for NYRED in order to finalize the final corporate formation. The organizing resolution is a set of rules adopted by NYRED board that outlines the structures, procedures, and organization of the subsidiary. The OR, as I refer to, the organization resolution, provides today includes 14 resolutions. I'm going to summarize them for you. The OR provides for the ratification of actions taken by the sole incorporator, Justin, including the adoption of the bylaws and the filing of the certificate of incorporation. Also, as of today, Justin has resigned as a sole incorporator, and you all have accepted your directorships and positions on the board of directors. The OR provides for the appointment of the officers of NYRED, including the president, Justin Driscoll, Adam Barsky as the CFO, myself as the treasurer, and Karen DeLance as the corporate secretary. It also provides for the adoption and approval of the issuance of the shares, the appointment of audit, finance, governance committees, and charters, the adoption of corporate policies, including the investment policy, code of conduct, board conflict of interest, and whistleblower policies, all of which mirror those established by the authority. Further, the OR adopts a shared service agreement between NYPA and NYRED, adopts and approves the strategic plan as approved by the NYPA board to be executed by NYRED, and includes the authorization of the president and CFO of NYRED, that's Justin and Adam, to pay and commit up to $10 million for each project that's identified in the strategic plan, and to execute any agreements, instruments, and any other documents as necessary to execute the project. This authorization is alignment with the current expenditure authorization procedures here at the authority. I would like to thank you for participating in this new exciting adventure, acting as the board for an entity seeking to carry out an important mission, not just for the authority, but the state. This entity, after many months in review of research, gives NYPA the greatest opportunity to facilitate the largest renewable energy build-out by limiting risk and liability back to the authority, allowing for easier ways to work with private developers and raise external capital, and creates a new entity with a distinct credit and obligations from the authority. We greatly appreciate your time and commitment to NYRED. I will pause there and take any questions.
Anybody, any questions? I think we've addressed this. Everybody has a good handle. We'll navigate as we go. We've yet to develop a formal meeting schedule, but we'll figure that out and come back with that.
That was gonna be the only question I had, if we had thought about when we were gonna meet with each meeting and
Yeah,
when
we'll-
Adam
we'll
would get
sort-
those reports to us,
Yeah, we'll
so.
sort all that out as we
Okay.
go here. I don't think we have a program for former new logo wear or backpacks for
I
NYRED.
hope we get one.
All right, so I think
It'll
we're
be there
covered
before
with
you know
what
it.
we already have. I recommend that we do not need a separate logo wear program for this. But unless there's anything else to questions for Nick or Adam, I'd ask for a motion to approve the resolution that's otherwise before us that Nick has just recapped. Thanks, Dennis. A second. Laurie, second. B, third. Cecily, fourth. Michael, fifth. Adam, sixth. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Nick, thanks for your good work and getting us launched and off the ground. Well done. Look forward to working with you.
Yep, and that's all, just want to thank all the other people that helped make it possible. Lori and her team, very active in all of this, wouldn't have been possible without their help and support, as well as Vanilla and her group and others, risk strategy, operations, everybody's involved in this. It's not, it's.
And Karen DeLance, I don't know if you
Yes.
changed your name to, because you're worried about what's going on here, or are you still, okay, I wasn't sure what Nick was covering there. All right,
Anyway, but thanks for everybody's help and support. I think this will be very successful for us.
now we're very, very exciting, all humor,
Yes.
kidding aside, a key piece of the puzzle, and really excited, and kudos to the entire group for
Yes.
pulling this together, and we're happy to participate and support the great work that will be done. So with that, unless there's anything else to come before us, I'm pleased to request a motion to adjourn our first official meeting of NYRED. Dennis, thank you.
Second.
Second, Michael. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. We'll be in touch and see you all soon. Thank you very, very much.